Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Sir Gavin. This is about chain rule, no? This time, differentiation rules gyapon da, so derivatives gyapon itong rule, but this time, we will be applying the chain rule. And how do we do that, no? Actually, related again sa chain rule sa power rule, no? Una is, if you recall, if you will try to differentiate the function f of x, x raised to 5, di ba ang buhato na ito is exponent, imong numerical coefficient, and then we subtract 1 to the kanang exponent. So that's why we get 5x raised to 4. Okay? But if you want, no, well, atong tanawon gyud ang iyahang true process. Actually, ang nahitabuan na guys is this. Ang 5 is our numerical coefficient, our base is x, and then ang 5, you minusag 1, you get 4. Diba? So, ang idea is, again, numerical coefficient becomes the exponent is the numerical coefficient. We subtract 1, so you have 4. And then actually, napagina sa chain ng ta, which is a derivative of the base. It happened lang na the base is x, and so the derivative is just 1. So that's why dili na nato ni siya makita when we talk about the power rule. Because anyway, sa power rule, manggod, the base is always x, and the derivative of the base is always equal to 1. So that's why it did not matter na. So may tabuan na is you will come up with f prime of x, which is equal to 5x raised to 4. So how is it related to the chain rule? So I'll give you an example. What if I have this function this time, which is, let's say, 3x4, or 3x raised to 4, minus 2x raised to the power of 5. So I think dili na siya ideal nga yung pang i-expand. Okay, marag taas kayo niya siya nga expansion. At the same time, medyo dili na yun siguro ideal sa si product rule. Okay, so product rule, pag lima niya siya ka-factors na murag pikilid siya, no? So what we do is we apply chain rule. So kamantala, no? Una is we, again, kani siya exponent gihapon siya. And this time lang, ang difference lang niya is kani mo na itong base. Dili man gud ang base nato is x. X na gud ang base. So kanina itong base is already different. It's already a binomial. So from here, ang 5 atong himuong numerical coefficient is just a power rule, di ba? Unya, we copy the base. We subtract the exponent by 1. Okay? So exactly the same again. But ang iyahalang trick gamay, no, ang iyahalang difference gamay is, ang base manggod niya, 3x raised to 4 minus 2x na siya. So, ang derivative, ana, is 12x cubed minus 2. Okay, so I think klaro na siguro ang difference nila, no? Kaning manggod, ang iyahang base is x, ang derivative is just 1. That's why, so yung rin kasi yan. But for number 2, here, we still apply power rule. But medyo additional lang yung mga effort is you have to consider that the base is not anymore x. So, kibali, ang derivative sa imuhang base is not 1 anymore, but this one. Okay, in this example, the derivative of the base is 12x cubed minus 2. So, basically, kung mo siyang more binisayon bitaw, it's just the derivative of the whole function times the derivative of the base. Okay, so this is the chain rule. F of g of x. So there's a function inside the function. So first differentiate the whole function, then multiply it to the derivative inside the function. The derivative of the function inside, rather. No? So kanang g of x ato ang function inside, mo na ato ang i-differentiate as a chain. So kanisa, mo gihapon itong gibuhat, we differentiate the whole using the power rule. Kaya pagkahuman, we differentiate the base. So if we simplify further, this becomes 5 times kanina. So you have 60x cubed. 5 times negative 2 minus 10 times 3x4 raised to 4 minus 2x raised to 4. This is our final answer. So this is our f prime of x, or the derivative of the given function. Okay? Aside from that is, this is very useful to radical functions. So example, if I have the f of x which is equal to, let's say, the cube root of, what do you think, no? Let's say x squared minus 1 lang. Okay? So you have x squared minus 1 as our radical. So may tabuan na people, no, is this, no? We transform muna para di kita, para mas dali siyang tanawan. So, I'm not using f prime muna because I'm not applying any rules yet. Ang ibuhat na ako is I'm just trying to transform this function into a different image. So, you have x squared minus 1 raised to the power of 1/3. Okay? So, from there, the same concept, apply gapon tawag, power rule. So, our exponent is 1/3. So, this time, butang na ko og f prime. So, f prime of x, apply the power rule, 1/3 x squared minus 1. Ang 1/3 minusan mo og 1. All the time, it's always subtracted by 1. Okay? So, 1/3 siya, numerical coefficient, you copy the base, ang kanang 1/3 minusan mo 1, times derivative sa imong base nga x squared minus 1, that is actually 2x. Now, from here, now you can just consider now 1/3 times 2x, of course, you have 2x over 3. Then, pagkahuman, kada saya, may mo siyang x squared minus 1 raised to the power of negative 2/3. So, negative na siya, no? Kung, sir, ano negative 2/3? O, i-calculator, no? I-calculator lang, basta galibog sa akong naman. I don't have time na, no, to discuss the LCD, mga piki na kayo siya. I think you have to cope up if di ka po mo kay bago na. Now, from here, itong buhato, negative man ang exponent, syempre, it's in the numerator, so applying the rules of exponent, we do the reciprocal. Okay? So, may tabuan na people, no, is you have f prime of x, therefore, is equal to 2x over 3 times the reciprocal of this one. So, the reciprocal is actually 1 over x squared minus 1 raised to the power of positive na si 2/3. Diyan, negative man siya sa mabaw. So, do the reciprocal, it becomes positive. That's how we apply the laws of exponents, if you can still remember. So, from here, you can just apply ang multiplication of fractions. F prime of x here is then equal to 2x. All over, we have here now, kanya siya, multiply naman ng duha. That's 3 cube root of x squared minus 1. Uy, nahiwi siya, no? Kaayo. So, you have cube root of x squared minus 1 squared. Okay, so this is now the derivative of the function. That's it, guys, for this video. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next one.